If you clicked on this video, I'll bet you experienced this exact scenario. You lose a lot of weight on some flashy diet, and here comes all of the oohs and ahs, and hey, how'd you do that? And the oohs and ahs feel amazing. Right up until 6 months go by and you realize the skinny jeans you were so proud of no longer fit. Heck, even squeezing a leg into your fat jeans seems like a battle that you'd rather not fight today. And these days, when you see all of the oohs and ahs, well, now it's just crickets. But if you want the oohs and ahs without the crickets, or worse, these faces, please understand that this is completely your fault. Wait, what? Okay, so it's not all your fault. You know that get-rich-quick guru who sold you on the last fad diet you followed for quick weight loss? Yeah, it's actually his fault. But if you keep falling for fad diet after fad diet, then at some point, you have to take the blame. So how do you stop this scenario from playing out over and over again? If you want consistent weight loss that actually lasts, you have to form consistent habits that last. I promise you don't need another eat this gross meal plan until you starve yourself thin kind of diet. And following unbearably low-calorie plans that help you squeeze into your teeny tiny bikini for the summer never work long-term. The only correct answer to weight loss that lasts past a few weeks is to form consistent habits that you can follow forever. But before forming the right habits, first you gotta make room by quitting all of the bad habits that are keeping you stuck. So let's talk about the 4 habits that you need to quit right now to help you keep the weight off forever. The first habit you need to quit is going off the rails every single weekend. If you fall into the my diet starts on Monday crew, then we need to chat. Not only are you spinning your weight loss wheels by dieting hard all week, only to fall flat on your face every weekend, but you're also doing a number on your relationship with food. When it comes to strict diets, there's only so much that your physiology can handle before you find yourself face first in a carton of ice cream. So even though I started the video by saying that it is all your fault, it's not really all your fault, because that's just how physiology works. There are specific nutrients your body needs to function, and when you don't get enough of these nutrients in the name of quick weight loss, then your physiology fights back by searching for the quickest form of energy it can get. When you spend all week being good by cutting calories too low or by restricting all of the foods you love, your stressed out body will show you who's boss. And this might come in the form of binging on all of the junk food that you made off limits during the week. The solution to avoiding this over-restrict then binge cycle is by being a little bit more reasonable with your diet. Instead of trying to lose the weight as quickly as possible, shoot for a more reasonable plan where you maybe lose half to 1% of your total weight each week. The next habit you need to quit is scouring the internet for the perfect diet. If you have to Google the rules of a diet before getting started, then there's a big chance that you're not going to stick to that diet long term. And as hard as weight loss is, losing weight isn't even the hard part. Millions of people lose millions of pounds each year, but how many of them actually keep it off? Not many, since more than 95% of dieters regain everything they lose within a few years. So instead of learning all of the strict rules you need to follow just to drop a few pounds that you're probably going to regain as soon as your diet ends, a much better approach is to slowly change your habits over time. Maybe instead of cutting all carbs in the name of quick weight loss, focus on a strategy like saving carbs for the end of your meal or even the end of your day. And instead of giving up all of your favorite foods all at once, you can focus your efforts on eating 80 to 90% real foods while saving some of your favorites for the end of the day. The third habit you need to quit is eating off of your kid's plate. Now, if you're throwing a smug look at me because you don't even have kids, I see you. But just because you don't have kids, that doesn't mean those not so innocent licks, bites, and nibbles don't add up for you too. A small handful of nuts here or a few pieces from the candy bowl there, these all add up to extra calories that are sabotaging your fat loss efforts. Remember that reasonable plan we talked about where you're aiming to lose half to 1% of your total weight each week? Well, that's not a plan that will work when you constantly eat hundreds of extra calories throughout the day. That means you have to track even the calories that you think aren't worth tracking. Once you quit the habit of blowing off licks, bites, and nibble calories as nothing, and you instead track everything you put into your mouth, this will help you realize how much you're actually eating. And once you understand how much you are truly eating, then you can formulate a plan that actually gets results. The fourth habit you need to quit for lasting weight loss is going too hard at the gym. And that's mostly because depending on cardio for fat loss could actually be making you fatter. Wait, what? I know it sounds counterintuitive to everything you've learned about weight loss, but it's true. While some exercise is amazing for improved health, and yes, more activity does help shed fat, depending on cardio for fat loss is a losing battle. Maybe you've heard that 90% of weight loss happens in the kitchen. And the reason for this is the calories you burn during cardio aren't really all that much. So let's say you just spent 30 minutes busting it out on the elliptical. The cardio machine might say that you burned 300 calories. Your smartwatch, it'll probably say you burned around 250, but which one's right? Neither. The truth is, you probably burned even less since both of these tools are known to overestimate calorie burn. Even worse, your body adapts to cardio over time. So this means the longer you do the same activity, the less you burn. But let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say you burn 200 calories in 30 minutes of huffing and puffing. How long does it take to add those calories back? A quick 5-minute trip to Starbucks? Yep, you just drink back your entire workout plus another 200 or even 300 calories. But morphing into a couch potato isn't the answer either. The trick to burning more than you eat is to spend more time being active, doing things you enjoy, or activities that you have to get done anyway. This way, you're busy burning calories without even realizing it. While you can keep in a few cardio sessions for heart health, make it a daily habit to move more with walks in nature, by cleaning up your house, or even by finding ways to be more active with family and friends. Now that you understand 4 habits that you need to quit for lasting weight loss, it's time to add in the right habits that will actually help you reach your goals. Since you never want to go into a weight loss plan feeling overwhelmed, you can learn the one habit that changed my life in this video. And if you follow this habit, you can completely change your life too.